Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Easter edition of the Doc and Amy Show. I'm sure you're all full of chocolate and ham and all kinds of good things right now.
Chocolate and ham.
That's my favorite combination. No, it's everyone is I hope that everyone's having a marvelous holiday Sunday, and I know we are. We're in here in this tiny little closet with microphones and headphones and all that kind of thing. But we want to bring you the Doc and Amy Show, as we always do. What we want to do up front is tell you that this is a pre-recorded program. So those of you who live to call us on Sundays...
I'm sorry, you'll have to die today.
Yes, we do not call the show today, but save up your questions and comments and so forth for next week. And today on Easter, what we are doing is, setting this up ahead of time so that we can bring you the Doc and Amy Show as you have come to expect.
Exactly.
Yes. With me is my sweetheart of the air with whom I agree to disagree sometimes. Amy. Say hello, Amy.
Hello, Amy.
Oh, you're a
That joke is so old.
Yes, it's way older than you. So
I love you.
Yes. So, sorry, I have a little rabbit in my throat. What we are doing today is kind of covering all bases. We do want to bring you the holiday edition of the Doc and Amy Show, but as you have come to expect, Amy always has some interesting things that she has dug up from here and there. So before we get into the actual holiday celebration of today's program, what I'd like to do is have her share with us what she's found. Amy?
Well, today I wanted to talk about some weird and or odd laws.
Weird and or odd.
Weird and or odd.
And where'd you go to college?
Unique and or nonsensical laws.
Nonsensical.
I just love this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love reading about things that make absolutely no sense because it makes me feel better about my intelligence level. So I just thought this would be a great ego booster.
The only thing that makes me feel better about my intelligence level is sitting and, eavesdropping on gravel, communicating. But you have weird and or odd.
I do.
Let's hear some of that.
Okay, so here's the first one. This is a California law.
Oh, God.
In counties having populations of not less than 56,000 nor more than 59,000, according to the 1970 federal census, domino games shall be lawful in billiard rooms or other rooms in which billiard tables are located.
So you can play dominoes in pool halls if the population count is within a set margin.
Yeah, 56,000 or 59,000. But not less than that and not more than that. Seriously? Doesn't that just seem...
That seems very...
random?
As is most legislation,
yeah,
especially nowadays.
So I thought that was pretty interesting.
It's retarded.
Thank you. Okay, yeah. Now you told me. Now I played dominoes as a kid. Mm-hmm. I like dominoes. Mm-hmm. I didn't really play the game. I kind of just would set them up to fall and use books and things to raise them up and make little. Like, I never actually played the game dominoes, and I never realized until I was older that there was actually a game. I thought you just set them up to knock them down.
Well, you could pretty much use anything for that.
Yeah. No, but they were just perfect, and I used to love to do that as a kid, but apparently dominoes, people actually play them and bet on them.
You can gamble with, yes.
And I never knew that until I read you this law just yesterday. So I learned something new.
I wonder if there's any legislation preventing Fats Domino from performing a billiard hall. There's got to be somewhere on the book.
There's got to be.
Yeah.
I'm going to look for that because I would not be surprised.
Well, your next foray into the internet,
yes.
I'm sure will be,
absolutely
Fats Domino oriented.
Yes. Okay, so my next one is a United States federal law makes it illegal to issue a fake Weather Bureau forecast. Now, I'd like to get your take on this.
How is one to actually know that it's a fake
exactly.
forecast? Yes, because they're never
right.
Correct.
Never.
So, but I suppose if you throw in that there are going to be plagues of locusts or it's sometime in August and there's going to be an ice storm or something like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I suppose,
inciting a riot.
Yeah, it's kind of a, to prevent that War of the Worlds phenomenon,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I understand. But, I mean...
Do people really get that upset about the weather, though?
I don't know.
As often as it's wrong anyway, why do they even pay attention?
Right, exactly.
I want to, I would love...
To be a weatherman?
Yeah, I should have. I wasted a whole lot of tuition on non-meteorological pursuits. Because,
non-meteorological
yeah, there's no
pursuits.
expectation. Yes. I study electronics and medicine and things like that, where you're actually held to a standard.
Yeah.
I could have studied meteorology and been the same dipstick that I normally am
Yeah.
and everything else.
Yeah, people ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? I say, weatherman, weatherwoman. Because it's an easy job.
Whether or not. Yes.
Whether or not,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, so my next one is, this is funny, this one. This is
Okay.
in Arkansas.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is
Alrighty.
great. Now. So no person shall drive a motor vehicle onto the premises of a drive-in restaurant and leave the premises without parking that motor vehicle.
Okay. Wait. Okay, it's a drive-through.
Right.
It's on the sign,
Yes. Drive-through. But you have to park your car.
Well, if you are dealing with McDonald's, normally that's an assumption anyway, because you're either going to have to wait for your food
Right.
or correct your order.
Right.
But to legislate that?
Yeah. It just doesn't make any sense. I wonder, why did someone take the time to write and pass these laws? There has to be a good reason, but what's the point of a drive-through if you just have to park the car?
Well, I don't want to rain on your parade here, but my thought here is that why do we even still have legislators?
Yeah.
We have millions, literally millions of laws on the books that cannot possibly, be enforced because there are overlapping and outdated and so forth and so on. We have, 50 different types of punishments legislated for the same crime. For instance, murder. Now, if it's a murder of a child, if it's a hate crime,
right?
If it's within 500 feet of a school
right.
on a Tuesday after sundown, why it's the same crime?
It's
the
still
same
a murder.
loss of life.
Right.
Why?
Exactly.
Because legislators have nothing to do.
Right.
They are passé. They have outlived their usefulness.
Yep.
We have the internet. We could do a referendum on anything that comes up before government and let the people who
vote on
actually are
it.
supposed to be deciding decide. We don't have representation anymore. They do what they want. So
exactly.
I'm all for getting rid of legislators.
Yeah, me too.
At every level.
All right, now so wait to hear this one. So in Los Angeles, it is not legal to bathe two babies at the same time in the same bathtub.
A lot of ideas come to
Really?
mind where that's.
I don't understand. That's insane. Why?
Because it clogs up the drainage system. I don't know.
That's
I know when I was a
crazy.
kid, my dad put a garbage disposal on the drain of the bathtub because of the way I came
A
home.
garbage disposal.
You had to break that up, or I was gonna. Yeah, I was always
Oh God!
covered with mud and old animal parts and just whatever.
MG, that's really gross.
That could be. I mean, that could be just a something to, preclude any problems with that 4-inch soil pipe getting all clogged up because
just
of the
nasty.
two babies. Well,
That's crazy.
Babies do what they want to do in the bathwater.
Yeah, that's true too.
So
All right, so our next one is in Riverside, which is also in California.
that's where a lot of weird things happen.
Yeah, apparently. Kissing on the lips unless both parties wipe their lips with carbonized rose water is against the local health ordinance. Now, I don't know about you. I've heard of rose water, but not carbonized rose water.
Carbonized or carbonated?
Carbonized.
I don't know.
No.
Where would you get such a thing?
I don't know.
And
it's crazy.
And I would have to see something about, if they go into detail about the parties.
Yeah, the parties involved. Like,
Excuse me, do you have any rose water?
Has to be carbonized.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand that.
And you found these are actual
These are actual laws. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So our next one is Illinois. And
Illinois.
Illinois. A state requires, now you'll like this one.
Oh boy.
That a man's female companion shall call him master while out on a date.
Finally, somebody with some sense.
I know.
Is actually writing law.
I'm guessing this is just an outdated law.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Oh,
I think
really?
it's perfectly.
Okay.
I think that is the one.
Okay, master.
See, get used to that.
Yeah, okay.
I could,
okay.
I could easily get used to that.
Wake up, you're dreaming. I don't think that's going to happen. And this one's interesting, too. I like this. It is illegal for anyone to give cats, dogs, or other domesticated animals a lighted cigar. Apparently, if it's unlighted, it's okay. But if you light a cigar, you cannot give it to your pet.
That's possibly the Monica Lewinsky clause or something. I don't know.
They didn't
Because
really.
You don't
mean
want
a
any
dog.
dog to be close to your cigarette.
Yeah,
But
they didn't really mean a real dog. They meant a dog.
A dog.
A dog. She's a dog.
What's up, dog?
What's up, dog?
Have a cigar. No. All right. Well, I can see logic in that.
I
Really?
mean, one would have to assume that they passed this law because someone tried to give their cat, dog, or other domesticated animal a lit cigar.
Well, no, I think it was the process of trying to generate some more revenue.
Yeah.
Apparently, along with that dog license, they I guess they were trying to work into a smoking license as well.
Yeah,
if your dog is not licensed
Yeah.
to smoke, you can't give him the cigar.
Yeah.
Now, does it say anything about cigarettes or bongs?
No,
or
just
no.
cigars. Bongs.
Well, it's okay. Now, I mean, give a dog.
He's like, woo.
Can you imagine how much fun you would have
Meow.
giving some yappy little dog a bong and
Yeah.
just sit back and watch the phone? They would go absolutely crazy.
Insane. All right, so our next one is in Iowa, in Ottumwa.
Ottumwa, Ottumwa, Iowa. Do you know who a famous character from Ottumwa, Iowa?
I do not know that.
Radar O'Reilly from MASH
Oh, really?
was from Ottumwa, Iowa.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
It just occurred, I heard that, and I knew I'd heard that, and it just
Okay.
dawned on me.
That's why you always win at Trivial Pursuit.
the famous Ottumwa, Iowa.
Yeah,
Let's
very
see what they have
famous.
in store for us. For
Yeah,
Crazy
so
Laws.
it's illegal for any man within the corporate city limits to wink at any female with whom he is unacquainted. So you can't wink at women
in Ottumwa, Iowa,
in Ottumwa, Iowa. They don't like that.
but it doesn't restrict anything else.
No,
So just the winking.
just the winking.
The groping's fine.
The groping's fine. It's like, you just can't wink.
Well, I'll my next,
Take
trip
your
through
eyelids shut.
Ottumwa, Iowa. I'll put
Yeah.
my Ray-Bans on so I
Yeah.
don't get arrested
Yeah,
for
exactly.
unlicensed winking.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yes, okay.
Okay, so in Kansas, servers are forbidden to serve wine in teacups. Now, I'm guessing that may go back to prohibition. Maybe they were trying to sneak wine into the restaurant to serve it, and they thought
I suppose that's a possibility.
no one would know. because-
Wine actually didn't fall under the same levels of prohibition as
right,
liquor did.
right.
You could still make wine in
Right.
certain amounts and so forth
You
during
just couldn't
prohibition,
sell it, I don't think.
or drink it out of teacups because
Right.
that's just
Apparently,
wrong.
that's just
just
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah.
You need and at our house we have. And I'm a stickler on this. If we're having red wine, we have the red
Right.
wine glasses.
You are.
If we're having white wine, we have the white wine
I'll drink it out of
glasses.
a plastic cup. I don't care.
You have absolutely no social skills whatsoever.
I know.
No. You need the right glass.
You need it. You do. I agree.
But then I'm a stickler for a lot of things. I have the. Oh, geez, here we go. No, I have the whiskey stones instead of using ice cubes.
And
in
I'm
my-
sorry, who bought those for you?
Oh, Santa Claus. Whatever. No, but I mean, there are certain standards by which you have to imbibe, and
Yes. Yeah.
and those have to. This is
And speaking of that,
okay.
I have another one from Nebraska, and it is not, this one's funny, is not legal for a tavern owner to serve beer unless a nice kettle of soup is also brewing.
Say that again.
It is not legal for a tavern owner to serve beer unless a nice kettle of soup is also brewing.
I love the way you say soup. The way
Soup.
No, you say soup. It's
Soup.
Yeah.
What's so weird about
It's
soup?
just charming the way
Oh,
you say
thanks.
soup.
You're so sweet.
So a tavern owner has to have a kettle of nice soup brewing.
Right. So can it be chowder? Can it be bisque?
Well, I suppose.
What if it isn't in a kettle? What if it's in a pot? What if it's in a mug?
I don't know if there may be incremental enforcement codes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I
thought that was pretty interesting.
What if it's a cup of soup?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
You know? And then another one, this is really funny. In Baltimore,
God, I hope so.
It's illegal to take a lion to the movies.
That's just redundant, especially if it's an MGM picture.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess a panther and a cheetah are okay.
Of course.
I mean,
or Cheetos.
You have to assume that someone wrote this law because someone tried to take a lion to the movies.
Some people really are lonely.
Yeah.
I don't think you can take Pee Wee Herman to the movies.
No.
So, or Fred Willard. Or
That's a
whatever.
federal law.
Yes, no Pee Wee in the movies.
No.
That's
There
right.
you go. Yeah, so I thought that was pretty interesting. You start to read these, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
A lion.
Like, do you even, like, who would think to do that?
Well, and it could be a safety thing because you know how lions eat. They
Yeah.
Well, they would choke on the popcorn,
Yeah, they would. Yeah, that's true.
and you don't want that.
I mean,
that would
with
ruin
all
the
that
movie
butter,
for everyone.
like, their cholesterol will probably go through the roof.
And
that would be bad.
That might be like chocolate with a dog too. You don't want that in the movie theater.
No,
either.
that would be
the
bad.
floor is sticky enough.
Yeah, that would be bad. Yeah. We won't.
Survivors go
any
to the
further
lobby.
on
Okay.
Okay.
So no. Now we want this to be as much as anything a public service
Yes.
to our listeners. So please do not take lions to the movies.
Yeah.
We
them at
urge
home.
you, yes, to get a
leave
lion
them in the
sitter.
car. Like, just leave them in the car.
Yes, just roll the windows down a little
bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Leave them like a dead deer or something in the car to munch on.
yeah, some carrion.
Some carrion. Yeah. Some roadkill. You can
You
pick
get
up on
charged
the
extra
way.
for carrion? Never. Whatever.
Whatever. And then
You have more of these crazy
yeah,
laws?
we're just going to do a couple more, and then I want to do some Easter stuff.
Have you gone? You went completely through the.
I did.
Law, the existing.
I did.
Wow.
I went through each code book of each municipality,
municipality
in the entire
in the world, yes.
country to get these. That's what I did.
Didn't you have one from like a foreign country?
I have a couple of those. Yeah.
Yeah?
I really like this one. In New York.
You keep saying that.
No, this one's really
Oh,
weird.
okay. This is one
really weird.
This is the one I really like.
Like,
Yeah, okay.
I was just teasing before.
Yes.
During a concert, it is illegal to eat peanuts and walk backwards on the sidewalks. What? Can you please explain that to me?
I that doesn't require explanation.
That's insane.
Have
First of all, who eats peanuts? I mean, I've never seen someone eat peanuts at a concert before.
Well, what kind of concert? You know, there are a big band
opera?
Well, there you go. See? Would you want somebody walking around backwards eating peanuts at the opera when you're trying to enjoy the big fat lady in horns?
Yeah, but it's on
No.
the sidewalk. It's outside the opera. It makes no logical sense. I don't get it. I don't understand.
I don't get the fat lady in horns.
Yeah,
really.
yeah,
It's,
I don't
it's
either.
like
No,
it's the
I'm
only
with
way
you
to
on
get
that.
two cows in one hat.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Oh,
Okay, so if I may,
please.
I'd like to transition, and we'll do some more of those laws later.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
scintillating
very
radio
excited.
as always.
It is as always.
If not titillating.
Yeah, of course, both.
Well, I can see you.
Oh, okay. So today is Easter,
Thank you.
Yes.
I think we mentioned that.
and
Yeah.
we do. Doc and I and the boys do the traditional. I think it's traditional Easter activities. I get them Easter baskets. I did get them some little gifts and things.
Some broken things.
Yeah, I got Harrison this really cool Mickey Mouse light, and the light, we went to plug it in, and the
neon tube was
the
fractured.
neon tube was fractured.
Yes.
I was so upset, but I did go and exchange it already today and got him a new one. So, and then we are going to get together with my family, and the kids are going to have an Easter egg hunt. We're going to have dinner, excuse me, and do all that fun stuff. So, but there are other countries who have very unique Easter traditions
we
that
had
are different than
unique,
ours.
I grew up in Indiana. We had unique. I mean, it was based on the same traditions, but it was
Yeah.
fairly unique. We had our Easter egg hunt, and that was a lot of fun. But the one thing about an Easter egg, if you get a good clean shot at that sucker, there's very little left. So that
Would not surprise. I don't even know if he's
down.
kidding, guys.
It was a down.
Like, I don't even know if he's serious or kidding right now, because that would not surprise me.
Well, it's like a mushroom hunt. You have to use a very fine bird shot, or it takes forever.
Oh my God.
But they don't. They very seldom get away.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, mushrooms don't run that often.
They're fun guys.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No. So. Oh. My gosh.
Was it one of
Wow.
ours?
No, it just took me a minute. Then I got it.
I'm used to that.
Yeah. So the first one are Slovak youths dressed in
Utes?
Utes.
Utes.
Slovak
The Slovak
Utes, yo.
Utes. Utes.
Utes?
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Dressed in traditional costumes, whip a girl using sticks made of willow trees.
Bingo. Now we're talking.
I mean,
okay. That's
what the heck? That's just weird.
Maybe they're just trying to harvest the eggs.
I don't know. But when I
So-
look these up, there's actually a picture of a Slovak Ute dressed up in a traditional costume, and you can imagine how that looks,
Well-
whipping a girl, and she was laughing.
Do you still have the picture?
Okay.
I mean,
I don't think it made it through the filter.
you can let me in on some of this background material too. I mean,
Oh my god!
But they beat the girl with a willow.
Yes. I mean,
See, I like this.
yeah, I'm sure you probably do. That's just
I think this
weird.
is a good
Like,
idea
what is the point?
It keeps it keeps
Keeps them in line.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
could it could be something keep the behavioral
Yeah.
thing everyone
Yeah.
in check and
Yeah, that sounds great.
yeah because
Okay.
as you know women often just get out of hand.
Oh yeah, men never do that.
No,
No, men are perfect.
because the upside is we have the willows.
Oh, okay.
That's what
All right, I'll have to remember that.
Yeah, I still want to see that picture. By the way, go ahead.
Okay. So the next one is in Australia. They do not have an Easter bunny. They have an Easter bilby. And the bilby, endangered species. It's actually like this animal looks like kind of like a rat and a possum mixed together. And it's an endangered species.
A possum looks like a rat and a possum.
Yeah,
mixed
it
together.
does really. They don't like bunnies there because they destroy their crops. So they didn't want to make it an Easter bunny and follow the trends of the rest of the world. So they made an Easter bilby. So
Easter
basically, their Easter mascot is a rodent, like a rat.
A rabbit's a rodent.
Yeah, but it's a cute rodent.
It's a tasty rodent.
Ugh, God, that's horrible.
No,
show
it's-
some
it's-
respect. It's Easter.
I don't care. That's like
Let me just tell you. Hold on. We have a guest coming in later. This is a surprise to you. The Easter Bunny is going to be here in our studio, so you better be nice.
oh, you better not cry. You better- okay,
He will pounce you.
I'm not scared of a rat.
Oh, okay.
I
All
have
right, you remember that.
I have eaten my share of rabbits,
Okay,
and this guy's
there
no
we
different.
go.
But,
So
but
they
it's
have
not
an
like,
Easter bilby.
Now let's put this in perspective. It's Easter.
Yeah.
Okay, the idea behind Easter is that Jesus, the Savior, the Messiah, the Son of God, was crucified, and supposedly that was Friday.
Right.
Today, he gets up and comes back to life.
Right.
He did not roll that big stone back and go out and start looking for plastic eggs.
That's why he knew there was eggs with candy in there hidden. That's why he came back out.
Okay.
I know it.
Yes, I'm sure that the
He
first
wanted
thing.
to whip girls with willow sticks.
Well, now you're getting somewhere. Now you see, okay. Now there are some traditions that have some bearing in
Positive
practicality.
meaning, so anyway, so that is the Australian Easter bilby.
The bilby.
Yeah.
No, I
Gosh,
can't. I
no,
really
he
can't.
can't. No, I see his.
I really.
We're sitting across from each other today. We're in a different studio, and I'm looking at him. Normally, he's sitting next to me, and I can see by his face what is going through his mind.
Well, it was,
and this is a PG-rated show, so we're going to cut it off.
Not
right
anymore. No, I started as kind of say Dilby and go from there.
No, we're not going to do that.
No, but I can tell you that forget the Willows. We can, if we pursued this further, it would be a universal tradition in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm sure it probably will be.
Yes.
But anyway, so we're not going to go any further. But I do have
Wake
another.
up and find a basket full of batteries.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm sorry.
I have another Easter tradition from Colombia, and I've actually been to Colombia.
Have you?
I have visited Colombia.
I have several Columbia records.
Oh, gosh. No, it was a very interesting place.
Okay, good.
It was kind of scary.
Thank you for that.
And dangerous.
Yes.
It's like one of the top 5 most dangerous places in the world.
And you just had to go there.
I had to go.
Yeah.
So,
thank you for that.
It was very interesting.
Yeah,
So anyway,
tip.
But apparently their traditional Easter dinner is iguana, turtles, and big rodents.
And now you're picking on me for rabbit, which many people eat. These folks are chowing down on lizards, rodents,
iguana.
Yeah, big rodents. A rabbit can qualify as that.
Yeah, I don't. I would guess that they did not mean rabbits because they would have.
And what was in the turtles?
Turtles. I mean, we eat turtles in this country, but like mostly just snapper soup. I would never eat that. Turtles.
Here we go again. We're going to lose our rating.
Nah.
Okay. Next year Easter is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
They're going to send the kids away and have our own little.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. What's in the basket? Oh, yes, you are. Okay.
Yeah. So that I like our Easter dinner. Like we have ham. I don't eat meat, but and turkey.
See, there you go again. See, Jesus. For those of you who really didn't quite catch this in your first pass through the Bible, was Jewish. Okay.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm screaming like a Rush Limbaugh now. Sorry. No. So we serve ham. What
Everybody does, though.
Jesus wouldn't eat ham?
Well,
he wouldn't hunt for eggs.
You made apple streusel. He probably wouldn't have eaten that either.
He would love apple streusel.
He would, do you think?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
All you got to do is wash the guy's feet, give him an apple. He's a happy camper. Forget those 12 losers that keep hanging around with him.
Really?
Yeah,
the last stuffer. The stuffer.
Hey.
The last stuffer.
The last oven stuffer. Yes.
The last oven stuffer.
I was thinking about that. The Last Supper and all that. What if and that really has kind of an ominous kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It has a build up to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if it were the last breakfast? That's just too benign.
It's just sunny, and you got coffee and OJ.
Oh, can you imagine? He's walking down
like an omelet station. Like I'll have onions and
Pop-Tarts.
I'll have a Western omelet.
Could you see him walking down there, and all the 12 disciples are gathered at the table.
A juice bar.
A juice bar. Yeah. And he walks down and he's yawning. He's like, "Oh, breakfast. Do I smell pastry? But croissants. Funny. That's funny. No, it just doesn't have the same suspense as the Last Supper.
No, it doesn't. Right? No, that's okay.
And they didn't even call it the Last Dinner. It's the Last Supper.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
we're
going to have communion here later in commemoration of Easter. It's going to be Triscuits and Everclear, but it's all in the intent.
That's my kind of Easter.
Hello. Yes.
Okay, so we do. I have just a couple quick more. In Hungary, men pour water on traditionally dressed women. They just pour water on them.
Is there any willows in this one?
There's no willows, but I'm guessing. Now, this is just a guess. This is the origin of the wet T-shirt contest from Hungary. I mean, who would have thunk?
Hungarian wet T-shirt contest.
Yes. That doesn't sound really enticing.
I know. I just lost my appetite for ham.
Yeah, there you
go. The Hungarian wet T-shirt contest.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is tradition.
This is tradition.
So they pour water on
I have
the women.
no idea why. It's very odd.
I hope they wait until they're done cooking.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. They want their meal, man.
Absolutely. I mean, go with the willows, guys. If you're listening to us out there in Hungary, I know we go out all over the world on the World Wide Web.
I'm sure we have a ton of Hungarian listeners.
Put the kibosh on the water on the women. Do the willow thing. Get it over with quick. Enjoy yourself, and then go out and hunt for your eggs. There you go.
Exactly. So this is actually a really happy ending I'm sure you probably won't like it, but apparently there was a bald eagle in China. Now I'm assuming this is
They're tasty too, but it's illegal.
Oh my gosh. I'm assuming this was like they didn't really say like a wildlife refuge or something. So it was a little baby bald eagle, and he was
baby bald
oh, he's so cute. And he was hungry, so they put a bunny. This really doesn't have to do anything with Easter, but they put a little bunny in his cage for him to eat, which is like totally mean.
That's reminiscent of my
But
Easter.
apparently he didn't eat the bunny. They became friends, and the bunny licks his feathers and like cleans them, and like now they live together. That's so cute.
What a loser eagle this guy is. Are you kidding?
He's probably a vegetarian eagle.
He's the laughing stock of the bird world.
He's like, I'll have tofu.
Not rabbit. No.
Oh, no. So here's another one. In Germany, so these people call the police because there's a stalker outside of their window.
In Germany.
So the guy's wearing pants and like a green checked shirt and suspenders, and he's about 6 feet tall. So the police come to investigate, and it's a statue of the Easter Bunny. So apparently someone
stalking. I told you the Easter Bunny was evil.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he is.
He's stalking people in
Germany.
Germany.
So he was stalking him. So apparently they took the statue, and they were hoping someone would claim it. But I thought that was like, dude, how can you not look out your window and know it's a statue of the Easter Bunny?
It's like, calling the police and saying, the big boy is staring at my wife through the window, is holding that big burger over his head.
Yeah, really.
Well, who has a 6-foot statue of the Easter Bunny to begin with?
Apparently they were playing a practical joke on their friends. So I'm glad they got. I mean, now it's world news. So.
Yeah. See that. We don't know. 99% of the people have no idea what's happening in North Korea.
Yeah.
Or why they're spending all this money on Obamacare and the sequester and all this other stuff. But by God, everybody is up to date on the plastic 6-foot bunny.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's important.
And that loser eagle that's making friends with the other rabbit.
But anyway,
that's just wrong.
Since it was Easter, I thought it would be, and most people don't want to be a guest on the show because they're having Easter with their families. I thought it would be nice to have the Easter Bunny come into the studio. So we do have the Easter Bunny
really?
here
He's
today.
Here? Oh,
yes,
hi.
he is here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's sitting right next to you, right across from me.
Hello.
Yeah.
And you are, now I guess you're off duty now. You are the Easter Bunny.
Yes, I am the Easter Bunny. Yes, thank you.
Well, he seems nice enough so far.
Yeah, he seems really nice. So I have some questions to ask you, Mr. Easter Bunny. And can I call you Mr.? Would you like me to call you Mr. Easter Bunny, Mr. Peter Rabbit,
Oh,
Mr.
don't
Bunny?
call me that. No, my name is not Peter.
Oh, okay.
No, Easter Bunny is fine.
Easter Bunny.
Yes.
Okay, so no Mr. in front, no Master.
Well, now that you mention it, Master, I do like that. That has a certain ring to it. Yes.
Oh, I'm so glad I could give you a gift
I
on
like
Easter.
that, yes.
Okay, good. I'm so glad.
I'm so tired of those damned eggs.
So the kids and I I employed the kids to kind of help me come up with some questions.
You're employing
for you
children.
as well.
This is a sweatshop.
I am. It is a sweatshop in my home. Yes, yes.
I knew she looked funny.
Yeah, she is kind of like that, Mr. Easter Master.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a couple questions for you. So
All
my
right, go
first
ahead.
one is, and my kids came up with some of these. So
Oh, good God.
where do you get the money to buy the chocolate for the kids?
Well, I hate to admit this, and I suppose I hope I'm not under oath here, but generally I start about February and knock off a few liquor stores.
Oh,
Oh, yes, they have plenty of money.
really?
Oh, yes, yes.
So would you suggest? Well, I don't really want to tell my kids that. I mean, I don't. They
What do
kind of
they-
look up to you as like.
I hate children.
Oh,
I like liquor.
oh, okay.
So that's why I'm. But no, it's
Oh, okay.
If they have aspirations of becoming an Easter Bunny, I would certainly not recommend it.
Oh, okay.
The hours
Well,
are terrible.
maybe I'll just tell them like, I don't like lying to kids, but I'll just tell them you had like a
Oh, you
bake
must.
sale or something.
All right, you tell
Is
them.
that okay?
You don't like lying to children, and you tell them all about Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy.
Well,
and the
you're
Sandman.
real.
Well, sort of.
Okay. Well, on to the next question.
I can't wait.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I'm a rabbit. Please.
Can you even count how many brothers or sisters you have?
I stopped at about 1,100.
Oh.
I did.
Wow. Okay.
We're rabbits.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'll just tell the kids that you have 1,100. Okay.
Don't get any ideas. I don't mean to interrupt, Mr. Bunny, but 2 is enough.
Oh, okay.
Well, I see where this is going.
We'll stop this conversation now. So anyway, my kids also want to know, what is your middle name?
Easter. My middle name is Easter. The Easter Bunny.
Okay. Okay.
Where did you get this, woman?
So what do
I
your
don't
friends
know.
call you? Do they call you Easter Bunny or do they call you the? Or do you, wait, I'm sorry, that was stupid. You don't have any friends, do you?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I'm always running around with these stupid, this big basket full of plastic eggs.
Okay. And I'm just going to interject.
And chocolate bunnies. How do you think that makes me feel?
Well, I don't know. I thought I was asking the questions here.
I'm sorry.
But anyway, I just want to know, like, no offense to you or anything, but you kind of seem like uppity and miserable. Who is your agent? Because everyone across the world thinks you're this sweet bunny, like selflessly giving children candy and eggs. And you honestly, I mean, I'm really not trying to be rude here, but you're kind of rude.
My
Like, who is your
agent?
agent?
Do you remember the lady in Hansel and Gretel?
Yeah.
Yes,
The one who
she's-
tried to bake the kids in the oven?
That's my agent, yeah.
Oh.
She's quite famous.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And she serves great meals.
lovely. Okay, so the kids also want to know, do you ever meet up with Santa or the Tooth Fairy?
Why would I hang around with those losers?
Oh.
Okay, here on the first hand, we have this fat man who hangs around with midgets all his life. And just to get out of the house, he goes and drops toys down on top of houses. I don't think so. Please. And who was the other? The
Tooth Fairy.
Hello, fairy? No, I'm not. No.
Okay. And they also want to know, do you have any clothes? Do you, like...
That is the one best part about this job. I can run around naked with, and everyone can just see my eggs.
Cottontail.
My eggs. Yes, my little basket full of eggs. Yes.
Yeah, because sometimes, like, when you see the little imitations of you in the store, the stuffed animals, or you're dressed in clothes.
All right.
Does that offend you?
No, not at all, because humans are just idiots.
Oh, okay.
I mean, look, I've seen the commercials. They have a rabbit sitting on a stage going, "Buck, buck, 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 buck." That's not a rabbit. And it's not an
That is
eagle
very
either.
True. Yeah, that is true. All right, now I have some questions for you.
Oh, good God.
Are
I'm on a schedule.
Okay.
All right.
Are you subsidized by the dentist union?
Of course. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So the more cavities I can promote, the more kickback I get.
Okay.
Yes. It's
I mean, that would be brilliant. And if you're not, I don't know if you're lying right now, but you might have your agent look into that because, that could be some extra, money in your pocket. Then you won't have to knock off liquor stores to buy the kids
The problem
candy.
with running that past my agent is that if she came in contact with the dentist, she would eat him. Especially small.
Alrighty then, so we'll just skip that.
We should have skipped this whole thing, actually.
All right, so we see Easter bunnies in the mall at, church fairs and things, and the kids go and sit on the Easter bunny's lap. Of course, you're not cloned. So I just like to know, how does all that work? Are they franchised? Do they pay a licensing fee? How do you work all of that out with them?
They're imposters.
Oh.
Yes, and by the beginning of May, they're all dead.
Oh, so you
Yes.
don't get any kickback or anything
I do
from
my
that.
own kicking.
That seems kind of like a ripoff to me. That's not right.
It's outrageous. They're imposters.
Oh.
I mean, I have plenty of children sitting on my lap and telling me what they want for Easter, and I disregard it completely because that's not what I do. Go see Santa Claus. But at least, I get some lap time.
Oh, okay. There you go. Okay, and then, there's two very famous bunnies that we're all very familiar with. There's you,
Yes.
and then there's Bugs Bunny.
Oh, good God.
So I just want to know, are you related? And what are your thoughts on him outsmarting Wile E. Coyote?
Well, first of all, Wile E. Coyote is retarded. He orders anvils and pianos from Acme in order to drop on a bird. I don't think. No, this is not This is not someone I would associate with to begin with.
Oh, okay.
Bugs Bunny? No, we're not related. He's got this thick Bronx accent. He's totally annoying. And he doesn't wear any pants either, so it's an uncomfortable situation. I have met him.
So he does not run in your social circles then?
No.
No, okay. I was just curious if you guys were like friendly or anything. I mean,
Actually, the only friend I have is someone you may be familiar with.
Okay.
Punxsutawney Phil. Are you
really?
acquainted?
I am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he's like a meteorologist. He's never right. It makes me
That
feel
he is not.
Makes me feel so intelligent.
Yeah, we should interview him next year.
Oh, no, he's a retard.
Alrighty then. So I don't know if you were listening to the show, but earlier
I don't think anyone is.
No, Rob, maybe not. I talked about the Australian tradition. Now, they have pretty much dissed you because they do not like rabbits, and they have named the Australian Bilby as their Easter mascot. Now, my question is he your nemesis? I mean, how do you feel about that whole situation?
Well, I quite agree with Doc. As soon as you said Bilby, I went completely in a different direction. And I'm not sure I'm qualified to answer this question and still keep you on the air.
Okay.
The Bilby is basically a rat.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So he's not even good enough to be your nemesis then, you're saying?
No.
Okay.
No, that's like the nemesis of say Batman being Tweety Bird.
Alrighty then. Okay, so this is my last question.
Thank God.
The Mothers Against Large Fat Kids has
You've got to be kidding.
No, they're called MALFC, for short. They said you have single-handedly caused the obesity epidemic of children in this country. So I want to know what you think about that, about MALFC.
I think the mouths, however that should be pronounced, I don't know, but I think they should be looking more toward the Happy Meals and that macaroni cheese and the other things that the mouths are feeding these chubby little children. I come once a year.
Yeah, you do. It's only once a year.
I drop off fewer calories than Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, I think you're right. I have to agree with that.
Actually, and I do keep track of that. Every children.
Every children.
Yes. Now I've gone retarded. Every child gets 1,000 calories, and that's it for Easter.
Oh, okay.
Now, when the human beings get involved and they start throwing chocolate bunnies out there and all the Cadbury eggs and all the other stuff, the average is about 27,000 calories per child.
So really, it's not your fault.
It's not my fault.
Okay.
If it were up to me, I'd leave them carrots.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you for that. Well, I really appreciate you coming in.
Yes, I have to be hopping off down the bunny trail right now because as of right now, it's my day off and I would really like to go get drunk.
Okay. Well, you enjoy that. Have a drink for me.
Yes, I certainly will. I have a drink for every child on the planet by the time I get home.
Well, you enjoy that.
Excellent. I think I will.
And we will talk to you next year.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye.
Well, goodbye, Easter Bunny. Well,
yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, he went right under the door.
Mm-hmm.
That was
it was amazing.
Truly like
he's almost as good as Santa.
I don't let him leave the building before you start saying.
Okay,
like that.
yeah, yes, he was.
When I'm coming in here, leaving raisinets all over the desk.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was, we did. I think that was fun for Easter. We did some weird traditions. We had the Easter Bunny in. Yeah, I think it was a good time.
I can't wait until Halloween.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Peter Pumpkinhead.
We'll have all kinds of guests for that.
Yeah. Well, I have some.
Excuse me, Mr. Monster. Have you ever been married before? or things like that.
Yeah.
It's I forgot what I was going to say. God,
I do it about 6,000 times a day. You're allowed.
What's that?
You do it. I do it about 6,000 times a day. So you are allowed.
No, I just thinking. We have, a very illuminating visit with some of the people, and telling us about their lives.
Yeah.
I really miss my ex-wife. Her skin was so soft, you could cut it with a fork.
Something like that.
That's messed up.
That's messed up.
Yeah, that's messed up right there. Well, I have some news stories like I do every week.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I just want to tell you.
I think you should launch. I think you should launch right into those.
I know. I will.
Like we haven't completely gone off the rails so far.
Okay. Well, apparently, Paris Hilton. Now, I have to say, I do not have a Lindsay Lohan story this week.
I'm so surprised.
I know. She's so easy to pick on. Next week, I'll make up for it. I'll have two.
You have completely.
I have. She's so easy to pick on.
You have, destroyed any self-respect Lindsay Lohan may have had left, or
I'm
any
sure
self-esteem.
She's listening.
She's not doing much of anything else.
No, she isn't. That is very true.
Do they have radio in rehab?
I don't know.
Did she even go to rehab?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I still say I like my idea better. Just as a preemptive strike, just to get it all out of the way up front. I'm going to prehab.
Oh, there you go. See?
Yes.
Yep,
See,
that's great.
That way I'm covered.
Yeah.
Those hours are.
I think everyone should have to do that.
Yeah, I'm credited that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like advanced placement in life. Yeah. AP class in school. Go to prehab.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's great. Okay.
So much.
But anyway, so Paris Hilton has gotten on the charity train. In a recent interview, she said, and I'm quoting, "I felt I hadn't done enough for the people in need. That's why I founded Feed the Models."
Feed the Models.
Feed the Models.
I see.
Volunteers regularly comb through the models' bags for Ipecac. They take it and give it to everyday bulimics. It's so nice to feel like I'm making a difference. Some have even referred to me as Robin Hood.
I see. So the bulimics are actually benefiting from this as well. They don't have to...
in a weird, twisted, really messed up way.
That kind of brings to mind my idea for a restaurant for bulimics. I called it the Binge and Purge Buffet. On Tuesdays, it's create your own seconds.
Oh, God. That's not right.
Oh, well, whatever. How can I ruin what I've already done?
No, you can't. No, that's very true. So, all right, and then we have another story.
Keep them coming. You can't hurt a thing.
No,
today.
I can't. No. I can't.
As I said before, please don't call in. This show is pre-recorded. We don't, encourage people at our usual time slot of 5 to 6 p.m. on Sundays, at which this show will air. There will be no one answering the phone, so please,
don't call in.
Save all your.
Watch, we'll get like 6,000 calls.
Yeah, save all your comments, or go to our website
www.thedocandamyshow.com.
Yeah. We have all kinds of goodies on there. As I mentioned last week, we are actually going to start a photo caption contest. There will be a prize, and we have a delightful picture chosen already for you to try and develop a caption to. And you may just win that by supplying us your caption for that photograph, and we might just send you to dinner or something.
Yeah,
so,
maybe. We'll
yes.
See. Or get an autographed picture of Peter Rabbit.
You always manage to completely diminish what I'm trying to do here. Trying to promote listenership and goodwill throughout the community, and what you just completely everything right down the whatever.
That's what I do.
Look at www.thedocandamyshow.com. Go check that out just for the heck of it. If you have
fun.
nothing else to
kicks.
do, please check that out. And on our normal Sunday live broadcast, you can always call us at 227-1360. I do that for the benefit
Put it
of
in
the
your
next
speed
show.
Dial.
Yes, absolutely. That should go in your address book.
Above 911.
Yes, because we sometimes look at the possibility of having you call that for us at the way the show is going. We just had a 6-foot rabbit in here with and you could see his eggs. It was amazing. So I'm sorry, darling.
That's okay. So you're familiar with the conclave, as most people probably are. It's the process by which they use to choose the new pope.
They just chose a new pope.
Yeah.
Pope, what's his name? Pope Chop?
Francis?
Pope Chop?
Pope
I don't know.
The Popa. Remember that from Saturday Night Live? The Popa?
No.
The Popa? Oh, you never saw that? Oh, that's so funny.
I remember.
It was back
Father
when
Guido Sarducci.
Yeah, it was a skit called Da Popa.
Da Popa.
It was actually funny.
Popa.
Most Saturday Night Live stuff isn't funny, but this actually is funny.
Who are we to say that?
Yeah, really.
Please,
No, seriously, you're so right about that. But so apparently the conclave had some unintended side effects. So yeah, so
there's another pope.
So during the conclave, the chimneys lit, and it indicates to the masses gathered outside that a decision has not been reached yet, depending on which color the smoke is. So apparently within minutes of the chimney being lit, the crowds gathered outside of the Vatican began dancing to Bob Marley music, ordering pizza, and eating bag after bag of Doritos. So when asked about what they were actually smoking in the Vatican stated that, quote, "The insinuation that we are smoking weed during conclave is ridiculous. We only smoke weed at Fish concerts."
Hey, what do you ganja do? But then they had the big bell there in the Vatican, going bong, bong. So you really it's subliminal programming
It is.
at that point. Yeah.
Would not surprise me. So apparently they're having a lot of fun during this conclave.
That's what I don't know if I can say this or
No,
not.
probably don't say it. No, just don't. Just don't do it.
No, it's this steam pipes at our house. It just it wears me out in the wintertime because they make noise, and all I can hear when they are heating up is boom, tang, and I'm thinking, what? And it's the subliminal programming is bad for everyone.
Yeah,
at
it
that
is.
point.
It is. It's really bad.
Sorry.
So that's okay.
I'm just trying to bail myself out over here.
No, it's okay.
I've been an idiot and a rabbit already.
There
today.
you go. See? Okay, so for the next story, Rush Limbaugh's hometown of Cape Girardeau, they decided to erect... Girardeau. What? Oh, shut up. They decided to erect a statue in his honor.
Okay.
Which is scary, but...
The erecting part.
Yeah, exactly. So the mayor of the town released this quote, "We have decided to erect a statue of Rush Limbaugh."
She said erect.
Yeah. "We felt like the dogs needed some variety, and he pisses people off, so we thought it would be great to reverse the process."
Just like a little fat fire hydrant.
Yep, exactly.
Little fat, loud fire hydrant.
So, I mean, they were just trying to help the dogs out. Trying to, mix things up for them a little.
And the only downside to that story is that it brought back to the forefront of my mind the fact that I really have to pee right now. I'm sitting here fidgeting with all kinds of things, just saying, "When is this hour up? Oh my god!"
Sorry.
Rush Limbaugh now is the whizzing post.
Does anybody like him? The whizzing post.
I don't know. What a wonderful whiz he was.
The Whizzer of Oz.
The Whizzer, yes.
Yeah, so they were just trying to help dogs out there, which I think was really nice.
Yeah. That's anytime you.
Help
I mean,
out
like
dogs.
Dogs really need
Don't stick a
specific place to urinate. Mm-hmm. Yes, like your shoe, your tire, your tree, your post, your bike rack. It's I don't know that they're going to have to go through a training process to get their aim right on old Rush right there.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine that training process. I wouldn't want to be involved in that.
No, I wouldn't either. So anyway.
I've seen potty training. I don't think I...
Oh, don't even talk to me about potty training.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's not fun. So I say, since I'm half this show, I say we go back to
Today you're more than half the show, darling.
Well, thank you.
Actually, everyone, Amy is actually producing. She's in the producer's chair today.
I am. I'm in the chair. It's really not that complicated.
Yeah, it's just don't forget to flush.
No.
She's behind the console. She's got everything. She's piloting the program today. So everyone give her a round of applause for that.
I just applauded myself.
Yes, well.
I got to pat my own back sometimes.
Yes, and clap your own clap.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds so unsavory.
It does. No, so I thought maybe we can go back to some of these weird laws again.
You have more weird laws.
There are so many. And we could sit here for 2 hours. They're really funny.
We have centuries of them in this country.
Yeah.
Most of them are.
Yeah, we do.
So what kind of bizarre things are people
So in Ohio, it's unlawful for a woman to appeal unshaven. That's just her legs and her face. So for all, you women in Ohio, make sure you shave your beard before you go out. You can get in big trouble.
And don't take your state legislators to Brazil. Whatever that means. I don't know.
Whatever that means, I don't know.
Yeah, because the standards completely change.
Yeah, so I look on Groupon today. Okay.
Well, wow.
No, it's not. There's actually a connection here.
Oh, you can get
so
Brazilian...
apparently they have a Groupon for men and women's Brazilian wax.
Oh, how much?
Like a couple's Brazilian
We have
wax.
to now. Okay, now
I'm like, really? Seriously?
Now this would be something. Here's for those of you listening. I'm willing to go try this.
Oh God.
No. For those, if we get 5 people voting yes, that Doc has to go get a Brazilian, I'll do it.
And that does not count my family.
No.
Family votes don't count.
No. You total random strange.
Yeah. So email us.
People
www.thedocandamyshow.com.
Well, that's not the email. That's there is a
Go on our website.
Go on the website. That's the website, www.thedocandamyshow.com. On page 2, there's a contact us. This is our first contest. Will Doc get the Brazilian?
Yeah.
How many's in a Brazilian? No. No, this is legit.
Oh
I swear. I will take one for the team here. Well, actually 2 apparently. But how much? Now, how much is it? How much is it?
I didn't even look. That's just weird. I just thought that was weird.
It is weird, but that's what our show is all about.
That is. It's about weirdness. Yeah.
So Doc, now here it is. We in an upcoming show we will have the follow-up story to Doc Gets a Brazilian.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I see. I'm in for a penny, in for a pound, in for a penny, whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
So those of you now, again, this is a pre-recorded show today on Easter Sunday. So don't be calling with ideas about the Brazilian. I don't need any instruction, anything like that. But do go to the website, the www.thedocandamyshow.com.
Yep.
Vote for this.
Yeah.
And very soon, also, we will have the photo up for the caption contest. You'll want to go there and look at that as well.
Yep, absolutely.
But I'm excited about this now.
Good for you.
Well, nobody's listening. I mean, it's a pretty safe bet.
Yeah, it is. We'll see.
Yeah,
we shall.
We
see.
need 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
5.
Distinct, separate individuals.
Yeah.
Non-related to us, nor coworkers or anything like that
Yeah.
that we've ever been associated with.
Right.
We want perfect strangers to urge me to go out and go through this elaborate and painful process.
That's great.
Okay, and it's a Groupon, so it's going to be it's going to be economical to do.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah. What do I have to? Where is it? Do you know where
I didn't even. I just saw it and I was like, seriously? That's just weird.
See, you investigated the.
I just clicked on the email
the
and
whipping
I
and the
glanced at it
Hungarian wet T-shirt things and all of this. You bring this up and get me all gung ho about it. Go, and now I have to go back and do research.
Sorry.
We know that's not my thing.
I know.
So where are we at for time, Dolly?
We have a couple minutes left, so I'm going to tell this one because this is really I really liked. I know I said that a lot about liking them, but
I did.
No, there's a couple more I'm going to get through. In Salt Lake County, Utah, it's illegal to walk down the street carrying a violin in a paper bag. Who does that? Most people don't carry violins. If you have a violin, it's going to be in a case, not in a paper bag.
That is a homeless concert master.
Yeah, I know. What is up with that?
Well, you don't want the mites and the cellulose-eating microscopic insects to attack your violin.
Yeah, I have that problem all the time.
But there you go.
I hate when that happens.
You should use plastic.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not environmentally sound, but if you're going to carry your violin down the street in wherever in Utah or whatever, choose plastic.
Choose plastic.
Yes.
Yep. And then here's another one in Danville, Pennsylvania. All fire hydrants must be checked 1 hour before all fires. So when you plan your fire in advance, as we know most of us do,
if you're going to have a fire,
check your fire hydrant 1 hour in advance.
And don't forget to change your smoke alarm batteries 45 minutes before.
What is up with that? That's just crazy. I don't know.
These people in this town are the most anal people on the planet. So
that's insane.
They have
it's
to
impossible.
They have to plan the incendiary destruction of their living quarters, or what they were planning to write was that all fire hydrants should be inspected so that they are known to be in good working order before a fire.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. So I have one more, and I
Okay.
think this would be great for finishing up the show because I actually agree with this law.
We're several minutes behind the optimum time to finish up the show.
In Italy, anyone considered obese is forbidden from wearing polyester.
Good.
I like to high five on that one. High five,
yes,
Italy.
ma'am.
Hello. High five on that one.
Yes, I think
I like that.
we will not be doing the Pavarotti. Yes.
No. So that is how we're ending the Doc and Amy show today.
No polyester for the obese.
No, exactly. There's a song there somewhere.
It'll be written by next week. I'll write it while I'm doing the Brazilian.
Yeah. Okay, that's great.
And maybe Carla Ulbrich will be outside the door singing
Yeah,
things to
probably.
make me laugh at most inopportune moments. So, thank you, everyone. Again, this is our Easter version
Happy
of
Easter.
the Doc and Amy show. We got to meet the Easter Bunny. Everything
Yeah.
is very cool.